everybody, and welcome to the 4th edition of Trowel Time, coming to you in the summer of 2022. And it's a hot one out there. Pretty steamy the last couple of days.
Oh.
Got our good friend Tom Braun with us. Tom is of course, our grand lecturer, and our other partner in crime here, Bill Finkel, can't be with us. Feeling a little under the weather, so hope you're feeling better soon, Bill. But Tom's here, and we're glad to have you, Tom, and
Nice to
talk
hear.
about some stuff that's going on with our rituals and ceremonies as we go forward. Again, we're recording this towards the middle to end of July, and it's a good Michigan summer. It's nice and hot out there for those of us that like that. And today, not quite as humid as it was yesterday, but it's sticky enough to keep us inside where it's air conditioned. Very grateful to have that for us. So,
We had a few sprinkles when we came in.
did you? A little bit? Just enough to get it really humid.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, because just a little humid is no good. We got to get it really going. Behind the scenes, we got Ben Tigner, so thanks, Ben, for helping us with our filming and videoing and putting all this together. And him and the marketing team up here at our campus do a great job for us, so we're very grateful for them. Tom, how's Ritual going in the state of Michigan?
It's gone well. We're excited about it.
Good.
The ritual competition for 2022-23 is out on the Grand Lodge website, and we encourage everybody to get out there, see what the rules are, and competition will begin in November at the district level, and then we will do a regional level in February, and then the state finals will be in April. So we're excited about it this year.
Yeah, that's great.
And the DDIs at this point are getting ready. They're planning to do their lodges of instruction. And their duties are to visit their lodges and listen to the members and officers of that lodge.
Mm-hmm.
What do they really need to go over the ritual, and then teach that part of the degrees.
Right.
And it's the lodge's responsibility to attend those lodges of instruction and make sure that they have the right officers there. We don't need the treasurer and the secretary. We need the master, the wardens, and the deacons.
Sure.
Those are the ones we're going after.
Okay, so anybody can go.
Absolutely.
So everybody's encouraged and welcome to attend, but we really need the officers of the lodge to attend and to help make sure that their ritual proficiency is up to par with the experience that we want to make sure the candidate gets, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Anything
so-
to enhance their experience.
And that certification and that kind of process, ritual proficiency and those things, we talked about that at our last trial time. That video is still on our website, so you can go back and find out what exactly is entailed in that for those brothers that want to look at that. But it's not enough to simply say that I'm a Mason.
That's right.
You got to be a Mason, and the way that we do that, the way that we communicate our system of morality, the way we react to each other and respond to each other is really contained within our ritual. So it's very important for us to know that.
That's where we learn our lessons.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we learn the virtues.
So let's all be good Masons and let's learn our ritual.
We should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I
That's
agree.
our goal.
I think you got a little idea here on what you want your DDIs to take with them to the lodges, right?
When they visit their lodges, this is what I'd like them to do. I'd like them to take 3 things: a toothpick, an eraser, and a rubber band.
Sounds like dinner at my house.
Well, the toothpick should remind them to look for those qualities of the brothers that are there that like the ritual.
Yeah, pick 'em
and
out.
encourage them to learn those parts. And they, in turn, will be enhance the degree work that their lodges do.
Great.
The eraser should remind them that, we all make mistakes, and ritual correction should not be done at the degree work. It should be done at their lodges of instruction. And finally, the rubber band is everybody's got to remain flexible, because things don't always turn out the way we plan.
right.
So when things go south, sit down with the
And they
officer,
will.
and they will sit down with the lodges. Encourage them to have practices, and encourage them to enhance their degree work, because it's their candidate, it's their new member that's going to benefit. because they are making the masons for tomorrow.
That's right.
That's how they do that.
And if they don't have that, then what are they going to make for that tomorrow?
That's correct. We're
Yeah,
not going
good
to have
stuff.
a.
All right.
We
good.
have enough consolidations,
So,
right?
and you have, show your little props here. He's got props. He brought
I
props
have-
with him. He has got a
Oops.
toothpick.
I have my toothpick, and this took me a long time to find,
Yeah, we were talking about that. You can't find erasers
Eraser.
anymore, folks.
and my rubber band.
That's right.
3 things you can easily take to the lodges.
Yep. And keep them with you. It gives you an idea. It is a symbol of something else, which we should all be pretty familiar with.
Right.
Good stuff. Thanks, Tom.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here. As I mentioned, Brother Bill cannot be with us, but he did send us some information that he expects us to pass on to the
Of course he
to
is.
the lodges. So, and that's the key to a good grand secretary. So, what Bill wanted us to talk about and to just have some conversation about is delinquent dues, and I'd like us to be at a point where we didn't have any at all. You know, we got about 21,000 Masons in the state of Michigan. We've already lost 624 to death
Oh, wow.
this year. For the first half, if you will, of 2022, we've had 624 brothers that have gone on to that Celestial Lodge above, and we can't do a thing about that.
Correct.
But because of that, you know, it's another sign that the lodges are losing members. We've only brought in 247 raisings this year, so we're off by 370 some, and that means that the lodges themselves are impacted by that loss. These are the guys who knew our ritual, who gave our lectures, and who talked to us, and we sat next to them in lodge, and now they're not there anymore, and we're going to miss them. I don't want that to happen if it doesn't have to, meaning that if we don't have to suspend brothers for non-payment of dues, for heaven's sakes, let's not do that. There are certain processes and procedures that have to be followed, brothers. You know what those are. But Brother Darren Thompson in the Grand Lodge office will be posting this on our website, and I know you'll also get notice of this information from Brother Bill to the lodge secretaries as well. So, you know, follow up on it, and let's do everything that we possibly can to make sure that we're building relationships with our brethren, and that we're making sure that if they can't pay because of some hardship or something, we have remedies for that. We don't need to let them go. And right now, things are tough out there in some places. You know, some folks.
Correct.
Inflation is really starting to kick us. I was in the store. I know you went to the Hearthstone restaurant. Here's a plug in for the Hearthstone restaurant in Ithaca. Oh, good food.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw a loaf of wheat bread in the Myers, kind of an artisan bread, $10, $9.99 for a loaf of bread.
Wow.
Loaf of bread. Inflation is kicking. So there's a lot of people maybe having some difficulties, and sometimes those questions, what do I pay, what don't I pay, could come in. Brothers, don't let that stop you from talking to your lodge and making sure that they understand that all of us are going through some hardships right now. So don't let NPDs happen if they don't have to, and do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thanks, brothers.
Every day we make choices. Choices to help ourselves. Choices that help those around us. When it's time to make a choice about your senior living options, consider Masonic Pathways. We offer choices for entertainment, socialization, and most importantly, choices that make life easier for you. When it's time to discuss choices in your life, make Masonic Pathways your first choice and contact our care team today.
And we're back. Thank you for coming back to us and for joining us on this episode of Trowel Time. This video is going to be a little shorter than some of the ones we've had in the past because it's summer and everybody wants to have some fun, doesn't want to spend a lot of time, certainly not listening to me. But there are a couple things I want to talk to you about. Number one, we got a lot of consolidations happening.
Yes.
And a lot of lodges have decided that they just don't have the wherewithal to continue and they need to consolidate into another lodge. You know, Oxford Lodge went into Orion.
Correct.
Whittemore is going into Tawas. Findlater went into Hiram.
Right.
Winona is going to try to consolidate into Joppa. Eureka North Warren and Treelim are going to try to consolidate into Troy Highland.
Okay.
Those are all in process. There's a lot of others that we're looking at. And this is more of a plea. Brothers, if your lodge is considering those things, if you're struggling with attendance and struggling with finances and so forth, give us a call. Call 1-800-321-9357. Talk to the team. They'll get you to either myself or Darren or Fred Kaiser or Corey Curtis. We'll come to your lodge. We can help. You don't, that is, consolidation should be the one thing that's left when everything else has been tried.
Okay.
And so for heaven's sakes, if you're considering that, or if it's looking pretty glum, give us a call. There's a lot we can do, a lot we can help with, and I'll guarantee you that it's not as bleak as you might think. Other people looking at the same thing will see different than you do. So let us help. Give us a call. Don't just go down that road to a point where you're left with no options.
Correct.
Get to us early and just talk with us. I know Fred and Corey are constantly calling, emailing, working with lodges to get them to contact them and put up a lodge success inventory evening where you can go through the lodge success inventory and plan that process out, see where you're at, and then the things that we have available for you can help you to build a prosperous lodge. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do, and I hope that you'll take advantage of that. It's why we have it. It's not to just sit there and not do anything. So give us a call, let us know, talk with your DDIs, talk with your Grand Lodge officers, talk with the Board of General Purposes reps. They're all more than happy to help and to refer you to people who can help. Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of that, I happen to know, Brother Tom, that you have what I consider to be just a lot of great DDIs. One in particular that we're going to talk about for just a minute is up in St. Ignace. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do know who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Craig Lerke, retired naval officer, aviator, which puts him right in good stead in my boat.
Okay.
But he also loves to sail and just a great guy. But Craig wrote a short talk bulletin called Precision Ritual, was published by the Masonic Service
Wow.
Association.
Didn't know that.
So here it is,
Fantastic.
on ritualistic precision. And so that's something that so I've ordered a batch of these for you.
Okay,
And you're going
I
to give them to
appreciate
your DDIs and your regionals and take them around to the lodges and so forth. And it's just a great piece. So congratulations to Craig Lerke. Thank you. Just a great Mason, good man, and a good friend of ritual inside the state of Michigan. He did a great job with this. It's a piece that I'm going to treasure. And next time I see you, Craig, I'm going to get your autograph on it. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Bob.
Car shows.
Oh,
Now, Tom here loves to drive, and I'll tell you that. I know that because he drives for a living. So, and he drives some things that I really can't even get my hands on. I think he's driven Ferraris,
I have.
Maseratis,
Maseratis.
Bentleys.
No.
No, Jaguars,
No, go back to
Porsche. You ever driven a Porsche?
No, never.
No, you haven't had a King?
Manning wouldn't let me near his.
Oh, no. Yeah, he was pretty picky about that. He had to sell it, you know.
I know.
Yeah, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
I think it broke his too. But we do have some car shows coming up, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, so Brother Darren this morning notified me that August 27th, Bay City Masonic Car Show will be held at the Bay City Scottish Rite Center from 12 to 4. $20 registration, and there'll be food trucks and prizes and stuff, so it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to take mine over there, and we're going to put Babette out on the lot and see what we can get. And bribery, of course, always works for me, so hopefully we'll have some fun over there in Bay City. So all of this will be available on this viewing as well, and as well as the weekly e-news and Facebook posts and other things. So we'll make sure you got all the information on that. On September 10th, the Phoenix Lodge down in Ypsilanti
Correct.
is having a car and bike show. September 10th, 10 to 4. Register in the morning. The first 50 registrants get a dash plaque. It'll be at the temple in Ypsi, and registration is that morning. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. I'm sure there'll be some good food there. We're going to take another commercial break and be right back.
Looking for penthouse-style retirement living? Introducing Ashlar Terrace, Masonic Pathway's newest and most luxurious lifestyle option. Completely redesigned, this top-floor neighborhood features beautifully decorated social areas and 8 exclusive residential suites for those who wish to live independently but are ready to leave meal preparation and housekeeping to someone else. Call now to be among the first to experience Ashlar Terrace living at Masonic Pathways.
And we're back. So thanks for being here with us again. Just a couple of things to wrap up. So a good friend of ours here in Michigan, Brother Mark Tabbert, is the director of, the curator of collections at the George Washington Masonic National Memorial in Alexandria, and he wrote an incredible book, George Washington, A Deserving Brother. I have my copy of it and have found it fascinating. It not only gives you a lot of information, it debunks a lot of myths. So it's a really good book. Congratulations to Brother Mark on that. Just a great job. But if you'll go on YouTube and simply type in to find George Washington and Freemasonry, a conversation with Mark Tabbert. He just had a conversation with the curator of Mount Vernon last night. It's all taped. It's on YouTube. A great interview and a conversation with Mark Tabbert and the director of Mount Vernon about his book and about George Washington and about Freemasonry in colonial time.
Great.
Very good interview. I highly encourage you to look at it. Really good piece. It's an hour, but it just went past. It was really very well done. So congratulations to Mark. And if you want a really good book about George Washington, I would say that this is a must-have for your library. And you can get them from the George Washington Memorial website as well as Amazon and any place where books are sold. So, got some golf outings coming up. A lot of them.
Yep.
Yeah. There's not a Saturday in August that you can't go out golfing. So August 6th, Kalamazoo County Masons are having a golf outing in Vicksburg. Sunday, August 7th, the Lakes Area Masonic outing at Beacon Hills in Commerce. Nice course. Sunday, August 7th, same day, Valley of Michigan outing up at El Dorado Golf Club in Cadillac. On August 13th, Manchester, number 148 is having an outing at Hills Heart of the Lakes Golf Course in Brooklyn. Pretty area down there too.
It is,
so you want to have a nice drive, nice day to drive. Go down there for that. August 20th, Custer number 393 is having an outing at Huron Shores Golf Course in Port Sanilac. I'm not familiar with the course, but I do know Custer Lodge, and they need your support, and would very much appreciate you either coming out to golf or giving them a little help. But a great bunch of guys, and they have a good time out there. And on Saturday, August 20th, if you're on the other side of the state, over in Benton Harbor, Lakeshore Lodge number 298, the Tommy Two-Man outing at Blossom Trails, and I know all the players in this one.
Oh, do you?
It's going to be a lot of fun. Golf course in Benton Harbor. And all those flyers are available on the Grand Lodge calendar. So if you're not familiar with that, go to michiganmasons.org, click on events, click on calendar, and everything is there. So Darren Thompson keeps that up for us, does a great job. So don't forget Michigan Masons Day, Sunday, August 14th. I got my tickets. You got your tickets?
I do.
We're going. All right. Utica Unicorns versus the West Side Woolly Mammoths.
It's going to be a great game.
Love the team.
names.
Love the team names. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Game starts at 1:05. $25 a ticket. There's a whole bunch of us going. We're gonna have a great time. And for every ticket sold, $10 of that goes back to your lodge charity account. So win-win. All right. Everybody will have a great time. We have a lot of fun. Tom, it's been good having you.
Oh, nice to be here. Thank
You
you.
bet. Have a good summer, and we'll see you soon down the road somewhere.
All right, thank you.
And,
Stay cool.
Yeah, stay cool. Guys, get in your cars, take a ride, go to lodge, go to picnics, lots of stuff happening. Have a great summer, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.